Well, Oklahoma is home to numerous universities, each of them unique, but the bulk of Oklahoma college students attend a school governed by the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education. 25 colleges and universities, including 2 research universities, 10 regional universities, a public liberal arts university, along with 12 community colleges. Now, earlier, the chief executive officer for the Oklahoma State System of Higher Education visited our studios, Chancellor Glen Johnson. Well, everyone that we spoke today talked about innovation and really the need for it in the classroom. How does someone in your position change that talk into action?
Well, it's important that we recognize that we're in a new era, we're in a new dynamic today as far as our responsibility to deliver learning opportunities to students in ways that are relevant, not only for students' needs today, but ultimately for what they will be confronted with in the marketplace. And so I think if you look at what we're doing in our colleges and universities, I think we've made some very innovative changes, quite frankly, in the way the learning opportunity is delivered. The old concept that everyone thinks about, the professor in front of the classroom at a lectern, although that's still there, and it needs to be said that the most important ingredient in delivering the learning opportunity is the instructor or the professor. But that being said, the way it's delivered now is dramatically different with our online courses. We have hybrid courses that combine face-to-face traditional instruction with the online opportunity, the use of iPads, the use of all of our media technology. It's just a much different environment, and candidly, I think our goal and our role is to try to utilize that technology in a way where it's integrated into our curriculum and into our classroom, and where learning is more relevant for students today.
Let's talk a little bit about student debt. You know, as a society, the only thing that we owe more on than student loans is our home mortgages. You know, it's a tough question, and you know, we heard what the economist said, that he thinks we ought to pay them out over 30 years because it is, you know, we get the benefits over that length of time. What can we do?
Well, it's something I think we need to make a distinction between the information that's coming out through the media, which focuses on the national problem, because Oklahoma really has a different and frankly a much better story to tell. A report came out from the Center for Student Success in October. There was an article in the Oklahoman in late October. They rated the 50 states in terms of students leaving college with the percentage of debt that they have. We're very proud that our Oklahoma higher education system ranked 8th in the nation in terms of students leaving college with less student debt. So essentially there would only be 7 other states where the student debt ratio is less than it is in Oklahoma. Several reasons for that. We have within our offices at the state regents, the Oklahoma College Assistance Program that's designed specifically to help students on the front end with financial literacy. Many students, as we've discussed, come in to the college environment. Some have never balanced their checkbook, unfortunately get into credit card situations where they may accumulate enough debt that they have to actually drop out of school to pay their credit cards. Our financial assistance and our college assistance program provides them with financial literacy information on the front end where they won't get into those situations. But those students that do have loans, we have a default prevention department that works specifically with those students to make sure that everything's intact, that they have the information they need, and they don't get into a default situation. Again, I think if you look at where Oklahoma ranks nationally, it's important to note that tuition and fees, we have a great story to tell there. Over the last 4 years, again, looking at the national situation, states like the state of California have increased tuition and fees by over 32%, Arizona and Georgia in the high 20%. Oklahoma over the last 4 years has had a 4% average tuition increase. In 2009, we were one of only 2 states in the nation to have no increase in tuition and fees. And the last 3 years, it's averaged about 5%. So we have buck that national trend in a way that I think is providing our students. The United States Chamber of Commerce had a report earlier this year written by Margaret Spellings, who was the Secretary of Education under President George W. Bush, ranked the states in terms of affordability. The state of Oklahoma ranks 7th in the nation as far as the most affordable state in the nation, not just on tuition and fees, but books, housing, and all the related costs of going to college. So we're delivering a great product to students at a very affordable cost, and I think it's important to make the distinction. While we are concerned about student debt, I think the story in Oklahoma is different than the story in a number of other states across the United States, and that speaks well for what we've done here.
With state budgets where they are, and really just stability in budgeting is maybe the best that we can expect in education, how do we go ahead and make all these changes that we see that we need to make?
All in all, we've got to make the case. There's a lot of priorities in state government. Certainly our health care issues are dominant. The Department of Human Services has big issues. Corrections always has demands. But we've got to make the case that if we look at what can move the needle forward for the state in a positive way, what we can do to address our workforce needs, I think collectively funding education has got to be a top priority for our state. And certainly our lawmakers and Governor Fallin have been there for us in the past. During the downturn, they didn't make cuts across the board. They frankly prioritized education, and we need to have the facts at our disposal where we can continue to make the case that there's not a better investment than investing in education, investing in higher education, and there will be great returns for the state if we're able to make that case persuasively, where in a year where we have new dollars, we're able to get some of those allocated to education, and again, from my standpoint, particularly higher education, but also Common Ed and Career Tech.